Hello and welcome to SouthTech tutorials. Today we shall finalize with our last page that we shall design in our portfolio website, which is the contact us page. So at the moment we are done with the home page, the about us, and then the courses page. So let me take you through the pages we are finished designing just in our browser. So at the moment we have our home page, which is ready, and it is the one where we are in right now. Then you can go to about us page. You can also click on the courses and it takes you to the courses page. So you can see we have these three pages. However, if we click on contact us, it won't take us anywhere because we have not yet created the contact us page, and that's what we are going to do in this tutorial. I highly recommend you guys that you can subscribe if you're still new, and you can also ask questions in the comment section. In case you are lost somewhere, you can just leave your comment and I'll be able to help you from there. So let me go to my VS Code and I start. So at the moment we're just in the index, and these are the pages we have so far: index.html, the about.html, and then the courses.html. So let us create the contact us page in our website folder. Let us just name it as contact.html. At the moment it's blank. Let us put some HTML tags, the HTML5, and our title will be contact us. Contact us. Can just put an underscore. So in the contact us page, we shall design a form where you can put your details and then you click on submit to send to the online administrator or to the owners of the website. For example, if you want to send me a message, you can just use the contact us page using my website, and then I can be able to get you. Another thing is I will also add the online social media platforms such as YouTube. I will show you how you can do that, Twitter and Facebook. So I will show you the procedure in this video. Now let us design our form. For the meantime, we shall leave the action as blank, because this one we shall learn about it when we are starting on the PHP. That's where the action and the method are normally required. So inside our form, let us put a heading one of contact us. That is our heading. So let us just preview in our web browser, which is the Chrome. So now we have the contact us page, which is the contact.html. That means we can now do the linking before we go further. Since we have the contact.html now, let us go back to our index.html, and this time it will no longer be hash because we now have the page. We have to just put the link, the name of the link, which is the contact.html, and we shall get the same link and we put it in other pages as well where there is a hash. Cannot again now go with the hash. Same thing to courses, and then you save your changes. Let me also save the changes here by doing Ctrl+S in my index.html. So if I happen to run this page now, the index.html, and then I click on contact us, yeah, I can be directed to the contact us page. So we now have it, and let us go back to our code and we work upon the contact us page. So here I will use the label. I can do away with 4 at the moment. I'll use the label and I give it a name. So let us put our label in a paragraph. I'll put this label in a paragraph. And then where we shall type the name, we can use input type, text, so let me preview this in the browser and I show you what I'm doing. So this is what I was trying to demonstrate. So this one is the label for the name. You have to put a name, and then now let's go ahead and we complete our form. So we shall go for another paragraph, which is with the label. Let's put message, and then where you are going to type your message, let us put it in a text area. So let's preview. So this is where you'll type your message. However, our text area is too big, so we can reduce. Let me reduce the rows. Let me say 3, and then I'll reduce the calls to 20. I preview this and I cross check. Yeah, at least that one now is okay. Let's go for another paragraph. With a label of email. We don't need this for here at the moment. Let's put email. Actually, the email should be after the name, not below the message. So let me just put it below the name, and we put our input type as email. Input type email. Save the changes. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. So we have the name, the email, and then you type the message, what you want to ask. And finally, let's now put the button. We can put our button. Let us put our button just below, inside the input type, submit. The input type here will be submit, and then the value. The value means the name that is going to appear on that button. So we can put value, which is submit. So you can now see we have, this is our button. That means you can write your name, then your email, then you type the message, and then you submit. Later, the administrator of the website will find your message, and then they will reply accordingly. So The main focus here, I'm showing you how you can design, how you can come up with a contact us page, and then the functionality, that one we shall work upon when we are looking at PHP, the scripting language. So now let me add the social media platforms. They can come just below. Can put them in a heading 3. So let's just put them in a row, in one row, which is the TR. Then we just put them inside the table data. The first one, let us put YouTube. Then we get another table data, which is the TD. Can put Facebook. And then we can also put, let me say, if we want to be contacted through your Twitter account, then you can also put Twitter. And finally, Instagram. So let's preview in our browser. You can now see here they have appeared, however they are not links. And how do we make them? How do we turn these things into links? We have to use the anchor tag, which is the href. We have to put anchor reference. Since we don't have the YouTube link yet, I haven't yet put for you the YouTube link here. At the moment, let me just put the hash. So we are turning them into links, into clickable links. So the closing anchor tag has to be after Facebook. We do the same thing to Twitter and Instagram. Then we close them as well. So if we happen to view this now in our browser, then they will turn into blue. That means they are now clickable links. As you can see, for the first two, YouTube and Facebook. So the effect has not yet occurred for Twitter and Instagram. So let's go back and see what the problem is. This is the issue. It is closing twice. The anchor tag is closing twice. It has closed once. We have to also remove this. Save and cross check again. So you can now see. This one simply means if you don't want to send an email, then you can contact the administrator through social media platforms. That's why I'm putting this as an alternative for reaching out your clients, let me say. So now we are left with few things to do here. Let me say the styling. Let us center our contact us page instead of it just being on float left. Let us just bring it in the center, and we can use inline CSS. We can just decide to use the inline CSS, and we use it on the form using style. text align center. Let us see this. So you can now see we have brought our contact us page to the center. However, we don't yet have the validations. For example, if you click on submit, it's supposed to, before you even click on submit, it should give you an error. If you have not typed anything here, it should tell you, please type your name, type the email and the message before accepting the submission. So let's do that. We just need to put some few validations on the input type. So we have to just include required equals to quotes. This is the only thing you need for validation. Same thing to message and the name. So it depends according to the way you really need to design your contact us page. Let me say you also want to include the font. You can just do that. It is very possible. You can put the font just below the email. Instead of text, we have to say number. You can decide to say number, or you can even stick with the text. It can still work. So let's save this, and let us also put the validation for the font. It is the required. So let me say I'm just submitting an empty form. It won't accept me to do that. If you click on submit, you can see it will tell me please fill out this field, and if I happen to fill out that and I leave the rest, it won't also allow me. I have to also fill that. Let me say I'm just giving email as John. It will tell me that I have to include the @ sign. So that's the validation I'm talking about. If I just stop there and I click on submit, it will tell me the email is not complete. I have to include gmail.com, and then the phone number. I can just put some AfriCell number, and I click on submit. I have not filled the message. About the next course on SouthTech. That's the message, let me say. Then click on submit. So by the time we work on PHP, this submission button will be able to send what you have just typed. It will be posted. But now the main emphasis is how you can come up with a user interface like this for the contact us page. So since this page is part of our portfolio website, and for the uniformity, we have to include the same nav and the same footer. So we shall just go to one of the pages and we get the same navigation. Let me say index, and then I just get the same header and I put it on my contact us page. Should be the first actually. Let me preview this. So there is my navigation. However, it is not yet styled, so we need to include our external CSS. in this page, we just have to include the external CSS. Our external CSS is called style.css, and our style.css is inside the CSS folder. That means we have to include the CSS folder as the root CSS slash in order for the style sheet to occur in our page. So now let us preview. So you can now see we have our navigation. So let us include the footer. Shall just get the same footer from index. Shall just get the same footer, and we put it in the contact us page, in the contact.html. I'm not typing this again because this one will be repetition. I'll be typing the same things over and over again. That's why I'm just getting it from one page to another. So you can now see this is our footer, and we still have some space down here. We shall do more styling on that, but this is the contact us page. This is the user interface for the contact us page, and we have now created all the 4 pages: the home page, the about, the courses page, and finally the contact us page. So I hope this video has been helpful, and if so, please leave a thumbs up, comment, give your view as well on what to add, and in case you're stuck somewhere, let me know. I'll be able to reach to you and help out. This is all for today, and bye for now.